another hostile soldier on our hands.
Oh, great.
Why is my CPU using so much compared to my GPU?
Welcome to Al Mazrah. Explore, secure intel, and loot to gain access to new missions. Enemy threat is high, so expect contact.
Well, maybe not.
Loading AP rounds.
I mean, right on with it with the one shot. AP rounds. Starting it off.
Lulu?
Yep.
They're right over here.
Yep.
Yep, on top of the red building. I'm laying down.
Dropping ammo here. Loading AP rounds.
Vehicle
Tab.
behind us. Yeah.
Fucking guy is cheating, dog.
I'm taking fire.
Is he bringing them to us? They're in the blue building now.
Hostile UAV overhead.
He's in the window. Watch it. Watch
Yeah.
it, D.
Ultra One, activity has increased in the area. Keep your eyes open.
Tab.
Moving here. Contact.
I'm in the water. I'm in the water.
Ultra One, a squad mate is down.
Come
You
on.
are taking
Come on.
effective fire. Ultra One, a squad mate is
Come
down.
on.
You are taking effective fire.
I'm dead.
Yeah. I told y'all to move with me. Why is nobody moving? I've never seen that shit in my life. This shit's glitching too. That. Oh my god. I'm about to get. Nobody's talking. Nothing.
Midnight whispers call me back from the cracks I used to fear. No more hiding from the black. This time I'll disappear. I wore silence like a mask. Felt the weight of every lie. Try to outrun all my past, but it found me every time. Now I'm done with being small. I won't vanish when I fall. Let the shadows say my name. I'm not playing their old game. risen from the flame. I'm done being tame. Light dark collide. I've got nothing left to hide. If the night
Welcome to Al Mazrah.
then let it see me wild and free.
I don't have a gun, so I gotta pick up something before
We
I
have a
go.
cheater on our team. Remember
How
that
do you
name?
Leon Diaz? You talking about Leon Diaz?
Leonidas.
Making effective fire.
Why is that not working? Never mind. Okay. Give me a second. I'm trying to figure out why this is not working. Okay. Now all of a sudden works, okay?
This is weird. It's taking forever to open. Huh.
All right.
I think my game's wigging out.
Almost feel like mine is too. My FPS is still low as hell.
Mine is very low.
I wonder if it has something to do with me being a party leader.
Ultra One, be advised, an operator in your area needs medical. Ultra One, extraction is inbound at this time.
All Ultra, Dino Force inbound for extraction. Be with you soon.
A PA going off this way.
Okay, I'm getting out of here just real quick because I need to. Something's going on, dude. I don't know exactly what it
Yeah.
is.
I'm having some
Ultra
issues
One,
too.
we have visual on the LZ. Keep it clear.
Mine ran better on Steam. I don't know what's going on.
Ultra One, Dino 4, we're standing by. Taking effective fire. This is Dino 4. All over secure. We're exiting the AO.
Increasing near your location. Stay alert.
CPU utilization's already at 80%. Like, I don't understand. Like, something's bogging my stuff down. I have no clue what it is. It's just crazy.
All right, you remember whenever you was doing something with your CPU, and you said you if it's got so many of something, and you take it and put it half of that.
Yes.
How do you get to that?
There is a file that's on your computer itself. So if
Uh
you
huh.
go to just your file explorer, go to your file that says Call of Duty or COD or something. Might be in your documents or something. Should say Call of Duty.
Okay. Okay, I found Call of Duty.
Okay, when you double click on that, you'll see something that says players. Actually,
Yeah.
did you do the MW2? Because that's the one that you need to do. You
Uh, uh,
should see Call of Duty, and one should be Call of Duty and Modern Warfare 2 or something like that.
it just said mine said it's players documents Call of Duty. That's all I have.
Okay, so you double click on the players,
Yep.
and then you go all the way down,
Uh huh.
and then right before the last one, you'll see says something about thread count for handling the job queue, render working count.
Ooh, I don't see none of that.
Sure you do.
All mine are really short.
Oh, sorry. I'm getting ahead of myself. Um, okay, so when you double click on the players, you see where it
Hmm.
says options and all that?
I see options
Okay,
point
so
three.
do me a favor. When you look at the size, the one that says
Huh?
11 kilobytes is the one that you need to double click
Yeah.
on.
Okay.
Okay, now go
Y-
all the way down.
Yep. Yep. Double clicked it.
All right, go all the way down.
All right.
One
All the
before,
way down.
all the way
Yep.
down.
Thread
Yeah,
count.
second from the last should say thread count for handling the job queue.
Yeah.
It says to the right of that, or right below the job queue, it should say like -1 to what?
16.
All right, so you have 16 cores, right? So what is your number? What is your render working count right now?
Uh, 0.0 equals 2.
2?
Yeah.
Oh no, sir. That should be so it should have said like 8 or 9 or something like that. But so basically what it is you need to do at least Kix does one below half. So half of 16 would
Mhm.
be 8.
8. Yeah.
So he says one below. So try 7. Um
Just change that to 7.
that where it says zero point
The
zero
number 2.
equals, yeah, the number 2,
Yeah.
change
2.
it to
2.
7.
Yep.
Go to file up at the top and hit save. Save, just save, not save
Just
as or
save.
save all. Yep, just
Yep.
save.
Okay.
Okay, and then close that out. So, oh yeah, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna restart my game too.
That's crazy how people figure out stuff like that
True
to,
story.
to change it to make your game do whatever. That's crazy to me. Like I have no idea what none of that is.
So basically what it is your CPU has so many cores in it, basically.
Hmm.
Um, and what it is, it's allowing so many of them to
Oh
run.
shit.
What's up?
My FPS is higher a little bit. Oh,
Let me see what this does.
Every scar I try to fade. Now I wear them like a crown. Built from all the mess I made, but I won't be broken down. Echoes try to pull
Now I did have mine on 7. I moved it down to 6, and now I just moved it down to 5. So I'm gonna see what happens.
shame. Let the world recall my name. Shadows know my name, but I'm not the same. Rising from the flame, I'm done being tamed. Light and dark collide. I've got nothing left to hide. If the night remembers me, then let it see me running free. This voice is mine, I wanna raise, even if it shakes the space. Born from ashes, born from pain. This is how I stake my claim. Shadows still may know my name, but I shine just the same. We were tied to the edge of dreams, held by threads and broken seams. I feel the pull, the opening.
Welcome to Al Mazrah. Explore, secure intel, and loot to gain access to new missions. Enemy threat is high, so expect contact.
Sunlight smile, all the weight begins to fall. I was meant to have it all. I'm chasing the horizon, never looking down. Every color brighter when
Still sucks.
Watch your fire!
Ultra One, enemy threat appears low in this area.
Shooting in front of us.
They're in here. Yep, they're in here.
Oh my god, we're dead.
No, we're not.
Ultra One, activity is increasing near your location. Stay alert.
We going inside here? Oops. Come on. Dang it!
Where you at?
Inside here. The guy was in here with me. I could have jacked him up. The stupid controller's acting dumb.
Squad call.
Mm.
Guess what though? If they come
What?
in the water, guess what I got?
What do you got? You got a pistol?
Look.
This guy.
I guess we water ratting it. How you gonna have a regular gas mask in the water?
FPS is still garbage right now. Man.
Yeah, mine's actually really low now. Way lower than what it was before. Then it went. Then it just went up. What? Let me get back. When I went down here, it went really low.
Really?
Yeah.
It's coming in?
No, there's a bot up there.
Oh. They're
Yeah.
gonna hit that UAV thing again, I think.
Yeah, they are. If we go over here by it, we can stop them from hitting it.
Dropping ammo here.
Hostile UAV in this sector. Bajnia, hostile cluster mine air.
Oh, not the cluster mine. Oh, on me, on me, on me. He's down there. There you go. Don't worry about it, Zero guy. Nice. Watch it, watch it, watch it, watch it, watch it, watch it! Don't kill yourself. Come on, D. Don't kill yourself, D. Pull us out. You muted, by the way. What the hell just happened here?
Oh fuck yeah, I am muted.
Yep. You know we could talk without them hearing, right? We do know that, right, Toe? Oh, let me just join you. All right. 150, 160. I'm gonna get this. I just want to know what happened to my setup to where like all of a sudden stuff just went downhill. Like I really don't understand that. Give me a second. Just give me a second. All right, now my FPS is acting like it's supposed to for now. Let's try that again. I wonder why my CPU is not registering the temperature on it. There it goes.
You just
That's-
DC?
Yeah. So it's some. It's something. Like it's got to be something, right?
Yeah.
question is what is it? What is it? What is it? What is it?
Shadows fade, the night lets go. I can feel the fire below. I was breaking, I was torn, lost in battles I had won. Every scar became a flame, burning brighter through the pain. And the sky begins to call. I won't hide, I won't fall. Through the silence I have grown, flying into the unknown. Wings of the unknown, we rise, breaking through the endless skies. Wings of the unknown, we run, stronger now we've just begun. Wings of the unknown, we rise, every heartbeat comes alive. Through the fire, through the storm, we are wings of the unknown. Every fear dissolved in light, every wrong is turned to right. I was lost but now I see, every chain has set me free. And the sky begins to call. I won't hide, I won't fall. Through the silence I have grown, flying into the unknown. Wings of the unknown, we rise, breaking through the endless skies. Wings of the unknown, we run, stronger now we've just begun. Wings of the unknown, we rise, every heartbeat comes alive. Through the fire, through the storm, we are wings of the unknown. Through the ashes, through the rain, every loss became a gain. From the shadows I am shown, I am wings of the unknown. Shadows fade, the night lets go. I can feel the fire below. Through the fire, through the storm, we are wings of the unknown.
So I just made my FPS higher. Oh shit.
How'd you do that?
So the only thing I did is I went on the graphics and I was messing with it, and I went to quality and I went to the upscale sharpening and put it on fidelity as it was on NVIDIA image scaling. Yeah, my FPS is way higher now. What my GPU temperature went down? Cool, it went way down.
Welcome to Al Mazrah. Exploring, looting, and securing intel will open access to missions and targets. Expect resistance from local forces and watch for other operators in the AO.
That's alright. Straight packet loss. It only took, hold on. Yeah. So my CPU's actually running harder than my GPU is. That's why I'm having.
Ultra One, enemy threat is moderate near your location.
Moving AP rounds.
The hesitation is crazy.
Damn. I can see a lot better now. Oh,
Hey,
red
in here.
comms, red comms.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Damn, man.
I just whatchamacallit
He's
it.
on.
Come on. Come on.
You see the whatchamacallit right there?
Whoa.
Yeah.
What? Whoa,
Pull
whoa,
us out.
whoa, whoa.
Pull us out. It's glitching, dude. Just pull us out. It ain't got nothing to do with him. He sucks.
Whoa. Okay.
Dude, this is starting to really upset me as far as all this.
So either the server was glitching or I was glitching.
Probably a little bit of both. Why do I got a yellow outline on my whatchamacallit all of a sudden now?
A yellow outline?
On my screen.
That's weird.
It has something to do with it rendering the way it needs to or something like that. So like the upscaling. Hmm.
Welcome to
Yeah, see, it's
Al-Mazrah.
not running right at all. My computer's not running right. Again. Yep. Can't even pull my street. I got an FPS of 140. CPU's running just as hard as my GPU, which it shouldn't be.
That's crazy. And now my FPS is high. My GPU temperature's lower. My latency is at 18, 0 packet loss.
Right here.
Moving here.
The other one
How
went
hit him?
behind the wall. He went in front of the wall. The other one went behind.
Operator is near your location
There's another
and
one.
requesting medical.
Wait till I hear footsteps. I got bots out here that are not aggro. Bots are not aggro here.
Moving here.
Hmm.
I don't know. Maybe he kept on running.
He could have. He could have went down the hill too, but
Contact.
I'm pressing R1 and it's not throwing a knife at all.
Oh,
Interesting.
I was having I was having button problems earlier on here.
Hold on just for a second. I gotta whatchamacallit. Um, hold on.
Recon drone online.
Helo.
Fox marked. Found some loot here.
Coming.
Battery depleted. Recon offline. Dropping ammo here.
Looks like there's shots way over towards that way. Must be this.
Oh, there's some. Some's over here.
Moving here.
Come on.
Oh,
And then some of them's on Zaya, coming down the hill.
I seen that. Oh, hands going up.
Intel spotted a heavily armored target with a weapons case. Their location is marked on your TAC map. You have execute authority if you so choose.
It's an EV right in front of us.
Oh, that's the hand right there.
Coming for you.
There's a car there.
Moving here.
Oh, shooting here. Here.
I
What we
hear
got?
it, but
Right down here. I see it.
Moving here.
where?
Come on. I
Yeah.
just marked it. There you go.
Moving here.
Right there. Right there. Flying knife.
Actual to Ultra One. ISR confirms the warlord Al Nar, codenamed Pyro, is near your location. He has a contract on his head. Take it if you want.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
This guy was double snipered up. All right, come on.
Ultra One, you've got hostile reinforcements incoming. Ultra One, enemy threat is moderate in the AO.
Hey, I just got sniped from somewhere behind us,
Effective fire.
actually.
We're being sniped from
Is
high
it
rise.
high rise? Yeah.
Yeah.
gonna stay to the outside. Where'd they go? Because I don't see them now.
Loading AP rounds.
Fuck these fucking bots.
No, I'm gonna get in the
Oh,
water.
there's a lot of bots. A lot
I'm
of
getting in
bots.
the water. I'm in the water.
Oh man, come on, bots.
I'm in the water.
Why? You gotta be motherfucking kidding me.
Oh, that's why I never got, like, yeah.
Ultra One, we're seeing increased activity in the area. Stay sharp.
Firewise, he's dead.
These fucking bots.
Watch your fire! Armor box marked. Taking effective fire.
Oh, come the fuck on, you piece of shit.
We gotta get out of here. Let's just get out of here. Come on. Somehow, some way.
Bro. I'm leaving. I've got to go.
Shouldn't be using this much of my CPU.
Ultra One, be advised. Threat level is high in this AO. Expect contact.
I forgot where
Going
this
to
is
the
at.
wrong place.
I'm going down to the right over here.
I need small caliber rounds.
Do you know? Come here.
Hold on, I'm already gone, bro. I'm flying down this little tunnel area.
Here.
Ammo here.
Speed sensor.
Huh?
Found a vehicle. Ultra One, enemy threat is moderate near your location.
I mean, I might be hearing things and I might be wishful hearing, but I'm pretty sure I just heard a jerk with.
Oh, what? Yep, right here.
You'll live.
Whoa.
Found a field upgrade. Thanks. Ultra One, you've got hostile reinforcements incoming.
All right, you ready? Okay, never mind. Yeah, I'm getting rid of this controller. Input lag on this is
Whoa.
ridiculous.
I knew I heard a joker.
Where's it at? Where's it at?
I know that sound from anywhere. They just jokered this building right here. Come on, where's that joker coming from? Oh, I hear it. Where's it at? Oh, coming from this way.
It's coming from Albagger. Come.
Think that joker's gonna help you? That's coming all the way from Bagra. How the hell
Yeah.
are you joker?
Can you hear
way
me?
over there?
Hold on just for a second.
Oh, I see.
Oh, I've been muted this. Hold on. Been muted this whole time. Yeah, I said it came from Albagger.
Yeah. Look, right there.
Okay. Yep.
Two more running.
Yep.
You ain't your joker, bitch. You're gonna give me a joker. finna get me a Joker.
Yeah, but this team's right now. This team's not the one that has it.
Moving here. Enemy sniper here.
No shot. So no kill cam, nothing. Interesting.
Oh, I didn't know you ran way off over there.
No, they're right on top of you. I'm good. Let's go. Come on. They're right here on top of this hill. 3 of them.
Yeah.
To the right. That Joker's at a different area, though, so I just want to give you a heads up on that.
No, it's not. It just
Yeah.
went up in the air. I got red comms.
Okay, I'm in the water. Give me a second.
Ultra One, enemy threat
Give me a
is monitored
second.
in the AO.
There's more than just that one. Okay. He's cheating.
Cluster mine.
Ultra One, a squad mate is down. You
Whoa.
are taking effective fire.
Come on. Where's that Joker at? There it is.
Ultra One, actual. High winds are increasing in the AO. Move to an extract point before radiation spreads.
He's inside here with that.
Otra vez me lo maté con el cuchillo.
Oh, hurry up, D. Hurry up, D. Come in here. Come in here. Hurry up.
I'm coming.
Never
I'm
mind.
running. I'm running as fast as I can.
Dude. He's in there.
Couldn't run any faster.
Right. That's a bot. He'll be up to the left.
Cluster mine deployed.
Yep.
Yo quiero ver eso.
The hell did he say? Is it me or is... Yo, say something again?
Ultra One, you've got hostile reinforcements incoming.
Like everything is glitching on my end. It's kind of pissed me off, to be honest with you.
You'll live.
Because of this lag, and I'm telling you, like I'm about to, I'm getting like I'm gonna get off this game just for a second and see if I can do some videos because that lag. I shot that bot, or I shot him, got downed him, and then I got downed by the bot. Like it was ridiculous.
Ultra One, tag secure. You're being tracked by enemy operators.
Now there was a team that was sitting up here by this tower that I saw a Joker coming from. That's why I didn't think these guys had the Joker.
Yeah, but I've seen the Joker launch from over here.
Truck destroyed.
We got to get out of here.
Yeah, I don't see nobody on the tower.
No vehicle near us? Oh,
Found a vehicle.
come here. Let's get in this boat first.
Ultra One, actual. Radiation is spreading through the area. Advise moving to an extract point. Ultra One, enemy threat is moderate near your location.
Contact!
Ultra One, activity is increasing near your location. Stay alert. Ultra One, enemy threat is moderate in the area.
There's people over here at this exfil.
Ultra One, be advised, enemy attack helo is heading your way.
Oh, there's still somebody down here.
I need rockets.
Where at?
Oh, somebody else is jokering us.
Oh, there it
Mark
is.
the target.
Ultra One, a squad mate is down. You are taking effective fire.
Grenade out!
Ultra One, we're seeing increased activity in the area. Stay sharp.
Drop the here.
It's across
One,
the way right
extraction is
there.
inbound at
here.
this time.
Nah, we ain't going nowhere.
He's right over here. Where's that at, D?
Oh,
You
he
muted.
got a rocket on me, dude. Ah, you sucker.
Contract on your head. Engage at your discretion.
Requesting recon flyover.
Copy. Advanced UAV establishing orbit. Scanning for hostiles.
Moving here.
Are we going for that or what? A mic check, a mic check.
Yep. Come on.
Ultra One, Dino 4. We're standing by. Get to the extraction point now. Taking effective
Oh, I'm
fire.
fucking glitching out now.
Extraction is no longer possible in that area. Get to an alternate extract point.
Oh, what the fuck? No, fucking just come kill me. Be alright.
Ultra One, we have visual.
Hey, what kind of vest you got, D?
Clear.
Regular 3-plate.
Come here.
Oh, there it is.
Come on.
We gotta
Okay.
go.
Yeah, I know.
Oh,
Just
shit.
stay
Blue,
stay
with
close
us.
to me.
Dino 4 is at the extract point. Be advised, we can't stay here long.
Oh, crap.
Here. That's a partial. I'll dive for a second. Come on. Be alright. How long do we got? 3 minutes? Yeah, we're good.
3 minutes.
Okay. Let's go to this gas station real quick.
Ultra One, enemy
Even if I
threat
find
spotted
some
near your location.
radiation blockers, that'd be great.
Yeah.
Yeah. Here we go. Here
Oh,
we
yeah,
go.
we're good.
Yeah.
We're good.
Yeah.
Right on.
We can go to Koshi real quick too if you want to, so I can build a stealth vest. You hear me?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna go ahead and drop this Joker. Oh, you piece of shit.
What? What'd you do?
Fucking bomb drone.
Oh. Blow that thing up, bro. This door is open. Get it?
Ultra One, your squad is scattered. Sticking together will help you survive.
Oh, Blue's going to final. Looks like. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Good
He
for
probably
him.
thinks we're coaching out.
Ultra One, we're holding for 1 minute only. Get to the extract point now.
See, this is just ridiculous. I cannot stand this right now. See, it's so bad it came in without a weapon. Great. I love it.
I see that.
That's okay. So if I do this, hold on.
We've lost signal on your
I could do this. Give me a second. And I'll do this. And then back to that. And if I'm gonna just leave that gun there for right now. I got a chlorine that I need. Yep, I like it. Go kill me a bot real quick.
Says there ain't nobody with us.
Self-revive kit here.
I got a whole bunch of those. There's 3 plates everywhere in there. All in one clip. Get out of here with all that.
Alright, so got my weapon back. Let me go back here and get this.
Ultra One, be advised, threats are moving into the area. Ultra One, activity is increasing near your location. Stay alert.
I got you a pair of night vision.
Nice. You want to happen to find a hold on.
What?
Watch your fire.
Send after the fucking match.
Jack, fire. Suppression mine set. Contact. Taking effective fire. Fire.
That dude was behind the door just to hide me. You got the battery and jumper cables yet? You got MVGs? You said you had a pair for me? Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Oh, we got to get jumper cables and batteries and stuff. Yeah. Mm.
Loading AP rounds.
One, there's increased enemy activity.
Okay. You can imagine. Hmm.
If you work with vocals, let me show you how to save tons of time and still get professional results. It's called Xbox. It's like having 10 plugins all in one. Check this.
How's it going, everyone? It is Pangino here, and this is the Radeon Control Panel Ultimate Performance Increase Guide. In this video, we're going to be covering everything you need to know about the Radeon Control Panel, the best settings to be utilizing to get the best FPS possible and lowest input latency, alongside improving the gameplay experience and unlocking really neat features built inside of the Radeon Control Panel. By the end of this video, you'll be getting the best gameplay experience possible across all games, alongside running on a more optimized system. The Radeon Control Panel has recently just received a massive update, overhauling some of the visual elements and introducing new features, whether that's for FPS, the lowest latency, or a more optimized experience with optimal image quality, or a mixture of all three. Stop paying full price for Windows today and get activated from as little as $16.
What you looking like?
Use the links in the description down
I'm
below.
just gonna go
Choose
over
from
some
Windows
stuff.
10,
I mean, if
Windows
you want to
11,
go, that's
Office
fine.
Suite,
I
add to checkout.
gotta do
It's
something though.
£12.20 at checkout,
So
with
like I'm
additional
googling
25%
some
off
stuff,
your order and
watching
support
YouTube right
you can
now.
pay via a secure payment method, including PayPal. Once purchased, your key will be available immediately. Head over to activate Windows. So, first of all, before we do anything, it is highly recommended to update
Yeah,
your
can you hear me?
driver before
Hold on.
starting. The simplest and quickest way to ensure that you're running on the latest driver is
I guess I muted.
and open the
Fucking
Radeon software.
really.
Inside of here, go to the top left-hand side to
What's up?
Home, then on the right-hand side, navigate over
If
to
this
Driver and
application
Software,
has
check for
unexpectedly stopped working, scan and repair.
I'm telling you, like I don't know what's going on. I'm about to.
What
If you are
in
looking for
the
the absolute
fuck?
best FPS possible and to fix many performance issues you could be experiencing with your
Wow.
AMD GPU, it is highly recommended to do a
That is
clean
crazy.
driver installation. You can find that
All right,
video
I need like 15 or 20
below.
minutes.
You
I
also
gotta
want
go
to make
run
sure
up
that
the
you're
road
running on the
real quick.
latest
Oh, that's
GPU
fine, 'cause I
driver,
might need more
especially
than
for
that.
those of you on Radeon 6000
What do you
and
think?
7000 series GPUs,
Yeah,
as
do
AMD have
your
just
thing. I'll be
launched
back in
the
just
AMD
a
Raves
minute though.
technology to the stable branch of the driver, allowing access to all of those users. If you're not sure what this is, we'll cover it later in the video, but it is a massive feature. If you are not going with a clean installation and you've decided to just update your GPU driver, one thing I would 100% recommend that you do at this point is to perform a shader cache reset. This removes all of the old shaders which have been built up from tons of old games or current games you're playing. This could potentially fix graphics issues or low performance in certain games, which could have outdated textures or just clear out some space on your system. To do this, navigate inside of the Radeon software panel, go to the gaming tab at the top, go to graphics, scroll all the way down to the bottom. You may have to select advanced options. Scroll all the way to the bottom onto once again to reset shader cache. Then select perform reset, then select OK. Once you've reset your shader cache, when you boot into one of your favorite games, you may notice a small bit of stuttering for the first 5 to 10 minutes of gameplay. This is completely normal, and your shaders will be compiling themselves again in the background. Once they're compiled, your game should then be buttery smooth. Thankfully, many games these days actually pre-render shaders, which you'll notice when you boot games like Apex Legends or Warzone. Please make sure that you do let these shaders cache themselves before going further into the menus, playing the game, or going into graphics menus. You will notice some games will stutter, but that will go away. For those of you on an RX 7700 or newer GPU, or depending if AMD have decided to enable this support on other GPUs, one quick setting you may now have access to is to navigate down to the Windows button, search for GPU space settings, go to the graphics settings panel, go to change default graphics at the top. If you do see an option for hardware accelerated GPU scheduling, you'll more than likely want to enable this, especially if you're planning on utilizing AMD's new FSR 3.0 technology, as this could better help performance with that technology, or just across the board in some games. So with all of the boring setup and small optimizations out of the way, let's jump straight into the AMD control panel settings. Starting off with going up to the gaming tab, we'll start off with the display option. Inside of here, you'll have the amount of monitors that you are using. You may wish to also apply these optimizations to other monitors on your system, and you can select between them by clicking them at the top. First up is AMD FreeSync. If you're planning on utilizing this, I would 100% recommend it if you're on a monitor which has 144 Hz or higher. In some situations, this may be listed as VRR or variable refresh rate or adaptive. Sync. Whether it's FreeSync, VRR, or adaptive sync, they all do the same thing. You would want to enable that setting if you wish to use that. That is personal preference, so select the setting you're going to be going with. Virtual Super Resolution, when enabled, will allow you to set higher than native resolutions inside of games, which is really useful if you have some GPU overhead and want better looking games. It's also helpful for recordings, but it is a very niche setting that most of you aren't going to be looking for, especially if you're looking for better performance. Leave this off. GPU scaling is more personal preference, and it comes down to how you like to have your game set up. But in some scenarios, depending if you're utilizing some of the technologies we'll be covering later on, this could actually enable itself, so leave this at the default setting. Integer scaling is a really useful option, but it's extremely niche. This will help give you one-to-one pixel scaling on certain resolutions, depending on the resolution of your monitor. If you had a 4K resolution monitor and you enable integer scaling, you'll have one-to-one pixel scaling for better looking images if you're planning on running some games at 1080p or 720p, as both of those resolutions go into 4K and can be scaled properly. If you had a 1440p monitor, you would only have 720p available. Color depth, this comes down to your personal preference and your panel settings. By default, for most people, this is going to be left at 8-bit. In some cases, this could be set to 10-bit if you are on a HDR display. You can experiment around with the different options, see how they look, see how they perform. If you notice any flickering or black screens when using a higher option, lower it back down, but for a very quick and simple setting, most people will go with 8-bit. Pixel format, by default, this is more than likely going to be set to YCbCR. For the best looking visuals possible out of your AMD graphics card though, you'd want to go with RGB444, as this is a less compressed format. Again, if you notice any stuttering, flickering, black screens, go back to the default setting, but if your PC works fine with this, you'll more than likely get better and more accurate colors in your games. Display color enhancement, you can choose to enable this if you wish to do so. It will set AMD customized color profiles for dynamic contrast or vivid gaming. I personally don't use either of those. One option I would recommend that you play around with is to navigate over to custom color. Enable this setting where you then have fine-tuned controls over your monitor's brightness, contrast, and saturation. In some cases, I like to set my saturation up ever so slightly to about 105. You may wish to go higher or lower than this. Once all of your monitor settings are dialed in, remember to go to the top left-hand side and select any other panels you have and go through the same settings. With the display settings out of the way, we can now head over to the graphics tab at the top. The graphics panel options available to you may be different depending on how old or how new or high-spec your GPU is. If you're using an older Radeon card, you may have slightly more limited options with inside of here. If anything is missing, your GPU more than likely doesn't support it, and you can skip that setting. Once inside of the graphics tab, at the top, you'll more than likely notice that you'll have some presets available to you. The presets list listed on your screen may be slightly different depending on how old, new, high-end or low-end your GPU is. The only two presets I would potentially use would be HyperRX and HyperRX Eco. If you on your screen may be slightly different depending on how side of here. If anything is missing, your GPU more than likely doesn't support it, and your graphics panel options available to you may be different depending on how old or how new on your screen may be slightly different on your old or how new or high spec your GPU is. If you're using an panels you have and go through the same than this, once all of your monitor settings are dialed in, have fine-tuned controls over your monitor's brightness, contrast, and saturation. In some cases, I like to set my saturation up ever so slightly to about 105. You may wish to go higher or lower than this. Once all of your monitor settings are dialed in, remember to go to the top left-hand side and select any other panels you have and go through the same settings. With the display settings out of the way, we can now head over to the graphics tab at the top. The graphics panel options available to you may be different depending on how old or how new or high spec your GPU is. If you're using an older Radeon card, you may have slightly more limited options inside of here. If anything is missing, your GPU more than likely doesn't support it and you can skip that setting. Once inside of the graphics tab, at the top, you'll more than likely notice that you'll have some presets available to you. The presets listed on your screen may be slightly different depending on how old, new, high-end or low-end your GPU is. The only two presets I would potentially use would be HyperRX and HyperRX Eco. If you don't have either of these options or would like to fine-tune and customize your own settings, which we will be going through, you'd want to use custom. For HyperRX, this is AMD's one-click solution to optimize all of your games. It makes use of AMD's Radeon Super Resolution or FSR, depending if your game supports FSR or not, which are both technologies which allow you to render the game at a lower resolution. Then RSR or FSR then upscales that resolution to your monitor's native, giving you much better FPS with inside of the game, as the game isn't running as hard, resulting in a massive FPS boost and a small loss of visual fidelity. It's also worth noting that AMD's Fluid Motion Frames is now part of the HyperRX suite, so if you do decide to go with HyperRX, AMD's Fluid Motion Frames is now available with inside of it. I would recommend switching this off for any hyper competitive games, but games where you're looking just for a massive FPS bump and you don't particularly mind about the latency, but want a smoother experience, especially for those of you on higher refresh rate monitors, switch this on, see how it feels, turn it off, decide which feels better for your gameplay preferences, and go with the setting which works best for you. HyperRX also enables AMD's Radeon Anti-Lag, which works similar to NVIDIA's low latency and ultra low latency modes. It doesn't quite work the same as Reflex, and AMD's Radeon Boost, which dynamically lowers the resolution of your game when things get quite fast paced and you're moving your mouse around a lot. In all honesty, if you're looking for very quick basic settings, I would enable this, boot into some of your favorite games and see how you get on. To make sure that you get the most out of HyperRX, make sure that you do ensure that FSR is enabled in games where it's supported, or if you don't have FSR, you would want to lower the resolution of your game in the display settings. So if you play at 1440p, try out a resolution just underneath that. See how you get on. If you like it visually, you could have very good results with these settings, and it's something you more than likely would want to use in the future. For HyperRX Eco, this is for those of you that are looking for maximum efficiency gains. You don't particularly care too much about what FPS you're getting in your game. You just want a consistent, low power, low temperature experience. This is quite good for some games, and it's a very niche setting, but if you've clicked on this video, you'll more than likely want the better performance options, so you may wish to skip out on this, but it's definitely a decent setting if you just want to go with inside of here. Enable AMD's anti-lag, set the frame rate target control to a minimum FPS in which you are happy with. But for most of you watching this video, you'll want to go with custom. Once custom has been set up, we first of all have Radeon Super Resolution. You only want to enable this setting if you actually plan on using it. Having this enabled in the background and not using it could potentially lower performance just slightly. If you wish to go with Radeon Super Resolution, once enabled, you'll then have the option to be able to adjust the sharpen effect. If you're planning on utilizing RSR or at least looking to try it out, once it's been enabled on the graphics settings panel or on a per game this setting if you actually plan on using it. Having this enabled in the background and not using it could potentially lower performance just slightly. If you wish to go with Radeon Super Resolution, once enabled, you'll then have the option to be able to adjust the sharpen effect. If you're planning on utilizing RSR or at least looking to try it out, once it's been enabled on the graphics settings panel or on a per game setting, boot into any of your favorite games you would like to try this out on. I would then recommend booting into a live instance of the game so you can see both the effects of this visually and on your FPS. Once you're in your game, all you then need to do is press Alt and Z on your keyboard. The Radeon overlay should then appear on your screen. On the left hand side, you'll then be able to see Super Resolution. 1. Make sure that this has been enabled. Adjust the sharpen effect to anything you wish to do so, that is personal preference. Underneath this, you'll then see Upscale status. You can currently see that it's currently inactive because I'm using my monitor's native resolution. so it has this yellow warning next to it. To make use of RSR inside of our game, go back inside of the game, take a quick note of what your FPS is before we adjust anything. As you can see for me on the right hand side, I'm getting about 380 frames per second. Press the escape menu, go to options, find the video settings or display settings for your game, where you can then find resolution. As you can see, I'm currently using 1440p, which is this monitor's native resolution. If I decide to set this down to, let's say, 1080p, go back inside of the game, press Alt and Z on the keyboard again. On the left hand side, you can now see that the upscaling status is now active with the green tick next to it, showing you the resolution you're now rendering from and to. Pressing Alt and Z once again, going back into my game, you're now able to see that I'm getting about 500 frames per second. That is an absolutely huge FPS increase, and I'm still more than happy with how this looks on my 1440p display. If you're happy with how the game still looks and you wanted higher FPS, then you could use a lower resolution. If you wanted a slightly better looking game and you don't need that much of an FPS increase, well, you can increase the resolution to something closer to your monitor's native resolution. But that optimization alone has taken my game from 380 frames per second to roughly 500 to 520, and you could see potentially even bigger performance uplifts depending on what sort of monitor you're using and how demanding the game is that you're using RSR on. It's a setting in which I would 100% recommend that anyone at least tries out if your game doesn't already support FSR, because you could see some phenomenal FPS uplift for very minimal visual loss. This now brings us down to the brand new AMD Fluid Motion frames. For the most part, I would recommend actually switching this off on the global settings, because you don't want this set up automatically on every game you play. You want to use this on a per game basis in games where it makes sense. The only games I would not recommend using this on are hyper competitive FPS titles or anything which is super latency sensitive. So I would avoid using this on Valorant, CS2 or other competitive shooters, but for more casual multiplayer games, single player titles, or basically anything that's not a hyper competitive shooter, I would definitely at least give this a go. Don't enable it inside of the global settings, head over to your per game settings at the gaming tab at the top, select the game you wish to turn this on for. Alternatively, when you're booted into the game you would like to try this out on, press Alt and Z on your keyboard. Inside of the overlay, go to the graphics panel for that specific game and switch on AMD Fluid Motion frames. Once you enable this, you should see your FPS roughly double in most scenarios, which is absolutely incredible. Now there is a slight latency penalty to this, so you will always want to make sure that you're utilizing AMD's anti-lag with Fluid Motion frames. Now whilst this does double your FPS, this does nothing for system latency, so it may feel a little bit strange in some titles. Try this out on a game by game basis. This may work horribly on some titles or work perfectly in others. If you're having issues running AMD Fluid Motion frames, it's worthwhile noting that you have to have VSync disabled inside of the driver to ensure that this works properly. To see the proper results of AMD Fluid Motion frames on your FPS counter, you want to be using the AMD metrics overlay, which I'll show you how to set up later on in this video, as other FPS overlays may not be able to add on the additional Fluid Motion frames. As Fluid Motion frames are rendered at the end of the rendering pipeline, there is no real way for many FPS counters to hook onto this and add it onto the overall FPS you're experiencing. To ensure that you have the best support possible for AMD Fluid Motion frames across all games, especially for those of you on Windows 11, you'll want to navigate down to your Windows button, type in GPU space settings, then select the graphics settings panel. At the top of graphics settings, select change default graphics settings. Within inside of here, find the option for optimizations for windowed games and switch this on if you do see this option available. Exit out. That will ensure that you get the best compatibility with AMD Fluid Motion may not be able to add on the additional fluid motion frames. As fluid motion frames are rendered at the end of the rendering pipeline, there is no real way for many FPS counters to hook onto this and add it onto the overall FPS you're experiencing. To ensure that you have the best support possible for AMD fluid motion frames across all games, especially for those of you on Windows 11, you'll want to navigate down to your Windows button, type in GPU space settings, then select the graphics settings panel. At the top of graphics settings, select change default graphics settings. Within inside of here, find the option for optimizations for windowed games and switch this on if you do see this option available. Exit out. That will ensure that you get the best compatibility with AMD fluid motion frames across all games on your system. Next up is AMD Radeon Anti-Lag. Anti-Lag helps to stop your GPU buffer becoming full, increasing latency drastically. So it is a very good option to make use of, but only when you are GPU bound. This will mean that GPU usage in your selected game is above about 95%. If you enable this in games which are not GPU bound, you could potentially run into slight stutters or worse performance. So what I'd recommend that you do is enable this, but I would turn it off on the per game settings in games which aren't GPU bound or run into stuttering, because it is a good option, but you just want to make sure that you're using it in the right places. And I'll be showing you how to set that up later. Radeon Boost is a great option, but I personally do not use this. If you would like to try this out for your system, you'd want to enable it. You then have maximum resolution change. The way AMD Radeon Boost works is that in slow moving areas or static scenes in games, it renders your game at 100% of the resolution you select. With AMD Radeon Boost enabled, when you move your mouse or are in fast paced scenarios, it will then lower that resolution in the game to provide you with a massive FPS uplift, but in exchange for this, when it does boost your FPS, it will be lowering visual fidelity by rendering a lower resolution which you select here. It's a decent option, but I personally do not like using it. But if you would like to use it, you need to make sure that your game does support use for this. Radeon Chill is also a decent option if you're looking to limit the FPS within inside of the game, to have cooler temperatures or make your system more efficient in certain games. In games where this works properly, it's actually pretty decent, especially if you're planning on utilizing this with FreeSync. When you enable this, unfortunately, you won't be able to make use of AMD's Radeon Super Resolution or Anti-Lag. But if you do decide to go with Radeon Chill, you'll have a minimum FPS value and a maximum FPS value. This works as a dynamic FPS cap. In situations where your game is idling or it's extremely slow, the FPS limit will be targeting the minimum FPS value, saving on heat and saving power. When the action starts picking up in your game and it needs the higher FPS, it will then go all the way up to the maximum FPS value if you're actually able to render those frames. It's a relatively niche setting, but if you don't particularly need the best FPS possible inside of the game and you want to maximize efficiency, you could set this down to something like 60 and set the high number to your monitor's maximum refresh rate. So in my case, that would be 60 and 144. You may notice that your FPS is all over the place and some games may not support this properly, so it is more of an experimental option. Next up, we have Radeon Image Sharpening. Now, if you're already using Radeon Super Resolution at the